Hi YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about what it is like to be black at a predominantly white institution. As you all know or may not know because I'm new to this, I am a senior at Texas A&M University. This is just my experience. I can only tell you my experience. Now, I've talked to people who say they never experienced any racist things on campus and it was a good old time the whole time they were there. So you could be one of those people who has an experience like that. But I'm just going to tell you my own personal experience. One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to come to class late. You have to be on time because 9 times out of 10, you are the only black person in the class. So you come into class late, you making our whole race look bad. You can't do that. Not only that, but you have the pressure on you, which could be a good thing or a bad thing, but you do have the pressure on you to make an A in that class, to not turn in late assignments or not do work, because you are not just representing yourself, you are representing pretty much a whole race because you are the only black student most of the time. So you have to think about that, and you want to make sure that you show that you are just as good as every other white student at this school. And that's just something to think about. Now, I come from a black town. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, and I went to an all-black school, a predominantly black school. So transitioning from a black school to a white school was culture shock to me. Like, it was a big change. First thing I noticed when walking on campus, no one looks like me, of course. Most of the people are white. I forgot to look up the demographics, but it's lower than 5%, I believe, black people at my university. So freshman year I come on campus, pretty much everyone is white, and it's a whole different vibe. White people are a lot different than black people. So I had to learn to walk a new walk and talk a new talk. And unfortunately for me, that never really happened. Like, I still speak the same. When I speak, if you talk to me on the phone, you know that I'm black. Some things I have learned, but a lot of things just has not changed for me because I am me. I am what I am. So, walking on campus, we have a lot of organizations, people giving away free things. They want you to join. Come join my organization. They pass out flyers. First thing you notice when you are black on campus, a lot of these organizations or people passing out flyers and free t-shirts and free food, they will target the people around you, the other white people, but when they see you, they look right past you. You don't get that flyer. You don't get that greeting or that free t-shirt unless you ask for it. Sometimes, like, I will get a flyer and I just throw it away, but a lot of times they will just look right past me like I'm invisible and I don't exist. Another thing, I go to a really big school. We have auditoriums filled with people for our classes. So it's more than 100 people in some of these classes, and it's maybe 3 black people scattered. And if it's a small classroom, once you get higher up, 30 people in a classroom and you have to sit at a table, the students do not want to sit by you, and it's just because it's the minority. Even Asians will have the same problem. Like, a lot of times the black people and the Asians and the Hispanics will end up somehow at the same table because nobody wants to sit at the table with the minority kids. And it's like, you feel like an outcast. And also, okay, so freshman year, I'm excited. We all pick random roommates because it could turn out good or it can turn out bad, but everyone is hoping for the best by picking this random roommate because it's freshman year. You want to meet new people, possibly meet your next new best friend as your roommate. Me not thinking, most of the people who goes to this school expect that my roommate will be white. Like, what are the odds of me ending up with a black girl? And unfortunately, that happens to some people. While you have some really cool white students, you have other students that have never been around black people before in their life, and the last thing they wanted was a black roommate. I didn't experience that with my roommate. Me and my roommate freshman year, we really didn't talk that much. Honestly, it wasn't like a good relationship, but it wasn't a bad relationship. But I had friends who experienced that. They had a white roommate and we were black, and the roommate lived in a small town where there was no black people, and it was like, wow, I ended up with this black girl. And so, that can be challenging. Making friends, making connections is not the easiest thing to do when you are a minority. And so if you're black and you decide to go to a PWI, just make sure you have to be really friendly, energetic, open-minded to really get along with people. And me, I am not like an extrovert. I'm very to myself, so it has always been hard for me to make friends, especially with people who are not like me and who I can't relate to. They can't relate to me. And like a lot of times with the white people around you, you have to speak to them first in order to make friends. They will 9 times out of 10, no one is going to speak to you first unless y'all have a project together or something like that. So that's something you have to think about. So me being black and me being a woman, it has always been a challenging thing on the campus. But I will say everybody has their own experiences at Texas A&M and at other predominantly white institutions, but this is just my experience. I hope this helped maybe seniors in high school who are thinking about what schools they are going to, whether you want to go to a predominantly white institution or a HBCU or just a normal university, whatever it may be. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, if you can relate. If you can't but you like me, go ahead and subscribe. And again, let me know some other things that y'all would like me to talk about in the future, and I will get on that. So bye.